Alright, I won't waste your time. Let's get right into it. By the time you're watching this, the Pet Mutation update in Grow a Garden probably already dropped, or is just a few hours away. Either way, the long wait is finally over. And actually, I already made a video all about this update, so if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out after this one. In that video, I went over a lot of the early leaks, my own concepts, and just broke down what we could expect overall. But don't worry, even in this video, we'll still be talking about the mutation update a little bit, especially for those who are just now catching up. But today's video isn't just about the update itself. I also want to take a look at community suggestions that I think could really help the game grow even more. Everything I'm going to talk about is based on what I've seen in the official Grow a Garden Discord server. Plus, I'll be throwing in some of my own ideas too, just to mix things up. And hey, if you have suggestions of your own, I'd love to hear them. The comment section is the perfect place to share them. I'm always reading through what you guys post. There's still so much missing from this game that I think could take it to the next level. So yeah, before we dive in, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. This is only my second video on this channel, and your support honestly means the world. I'd love if you stick around and watch the whole thing. Alright, let's jump into it. Let's start off with a quick recap of the update. At the time I'm recording this, there's still a little bit of time left before it fully drops. And so far, we haven't gotten any new leaks. Not since the last batch, which I already covered in my previous video. But just in case you missed that one, I'll explain it again real quick. There's going to be a new mechanism that allows you to mutate your pets, kind of like how the prehistoric mechanism works, but focused on pets instead of plants. And now for one of my favorite parts. My personal concept for a new pet mutation. The lava capybara. Imagine a capybara that's mutated with lava elements. This version wouldn't just look cool, and it would also come with unique buffs. It would still give the same benefits as the regular capybara, but on top of that, it would boost your plant's growth speed, kind of like sprinklers do. And not only that, it would also increase the chance of your plants getting mutations. But the catch is, most of the time, it would give you lava mutations, which could be a new type entirely. Again, this lava capybara is not confirmed. It's just a concept I came up with to help explain how I think pet mutations might work. But I'd love to see something like this in the future. Now let's move on to another idea I've been thinking about. Something related to both mutations and weather. So we know from leaks that new mutations are probably coming, and possibly new weather events too. If that turns out not to be true, I apologize, but honestly, I think adding more variety wouldn't hurt the game at all. It would make it even better. So here's my concept: a rainbow weather event. During this event, your plants would have a small chance to get a super rare rainbow mutation. Visually, it could look insane, and the mutation itself could increase the value of the plant, or give it some kind of special buff. The mutation would be rare, yes, but that's what would make it exciting. And again, if you have any ideas for how to improve this weather concept or other weather events you'd want to see, feel free to drop them in the comments. Now let's go over some of the most talked about suggestions from the Discord, because honestly, some of these are really needed. So the first one says, you should improve the map. It's so bland and boring. Maybe make it so all plots get water from a river or lake, because right now it feels like the plants just magically get watered. I totally agree, the map is functional, but yeah, it could use a visual refresh or just more life overall. Another suggestion I saw was, please add a tool like the harvest tool, but it collects all fruit from a certain plant type. Like if you use it on a coconut, it gathers fruit from all the coconut trees you have. That would be such a huge quality of life change, especially for players who've been grinding and have massive farms. Someone else also brought this up, and I think it's super important. Please make it so we can mark plants as decoration, so they don't pick up mutations. This is big. A lot of people like to decorate their plots with certain plants, but during events like the disco mutation, you might get an unwanted mutation on something like a strawberry. Having the option to toggle mutation eligibility would be super helpful. And now, here's a bunch of other quickfire suggestions I think are worth mentioning. Buff Moon Mango. It costs 1 billion coins, but its base price is only 50,000. Doesn't feel worth it at all right now. Buff Bone Blossom. It's supposed to be better than Candy Blossom, but right now it really isn't. Make the favorite tool prevent stealing. That way players can chill, decorate their plots, and talk with others without worrying about being robbed. Let us lock cosmetics so we don't accidentally delete or move decorations we like. Add bigger plots. Seriously, this one's huge. Everyone is running out of space. One cool idea I read was to introduce new worlds. Like maybe a space world where you have different types of plants, mutations, and expanded plots. Imagine growing galactic plants on the moon with gravity-defying crops, glowing roots, whatever. That kind of expansion could really keep the game fresh long-term. Also, this one's kind of frustrating, and I think a lot of players are going to agree with it. But let's talk about the Mimic Octopus situation. Apparently, it got silently nerfed, and now it can't copy any mutation-related abilities. Which, let's be honest, is the entire reason people used it in the first place. This is a pet with only a 1% chance to get, and people grinded so hard for it, only to see it become completely useless. One person in Discord said it perfectly. This nerf was pure greed. Why are we nerfing pets in a non-competitive farming game? Just let people have fun. And yeah, that's kind of the point. Grow a Garden isn't a PvP game. It's not supposed to stress people out. But nerfing something like the Mimic just makes it harder for newer or casual players to keep up. Meanwhile, the top players just stack raccoons and break the economy anyway. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That quote stuck with me. And it's true, like this kind of change doesn't fix anything. It just forces people to spend more or grind more. If anything, it hurts the balance even more than before. So yeah, I think if the devs are watching, please just listen to the community. We love this game, and that's exactly why we're pointing this stuff out. And with that, I think I'll wrap it up here. Thanks so much for sticking around and watching. Like I said earlier, this is only my second video on the channel, and I'm just getting started. So if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, or if you have something to add, drop a comment, leave a like, and of course subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I've got more videos coming up, and maybe I'll even feature your suggestions next time. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.